Hi and welcome to another video. So I haven't posted videos for a while. Obviously there was the Clio one last week. So last year I bought a Octavia vRS for £1,000. It had a few issues. This video is mainly about replacing the rear wheel hub when you've got an ABS light, but there's a little bit of details on the car. It is going to need an injector. I'm going to do the cam follower for the fuel pump. So there was a few jobs to do on it, but yeah, let's get into the video. Right, we're in the Skoda, and yeah, there's definitely a misfire there. You can see here, cylinder 3 again, which is what we had on the Golf, funnily enough. See, all the others are fine, so let's see. It's probably going to come. I've cleared all the codes because there was loads. Actually, it's not come up with a trouble code as yet, so well, we'll see what happens, but hoping that it might be a coil packer, not an injector again. So a couple of issues you'll notice with the Skoda: it's missing the headlamp washers, or the headlamp washer covers, and the other thing is, I can just pick this up. It hasn't got a strut on like the Golf's. The bonnet stays held on with wire, and also the other bit is missing too. The good old eBay. I think this was £6 for the new bit to go in there, and the new bit to go in there, and then also got a couple of covers. They were red. I've just primed them for now to put them on, and at some point I will paint them silver, but they were £13 for the two original ones. I could have got some brand new ones, but they're aftermarket. I wanted the original. So also need to fix this broken inlet. It looks like the things are broken. I need to sort that out as well. It's better. Took less than 5 minutes to fit those. Actually, it was harder getting the other ones out. So all you do is use an Allen key, pull this out, and then I'm just going to slip that onto those lugs. Right, I'm in the Skoda. As you'll know, I got this for £1,000 recently. One of the things that happened on the way home from driving it, probably about 20 miles into the journey, was that the ABS light came on with traction control light and the tyre pressure warning. And I did a check, and it was the rear right ABS sensor, or so I thought. So I changed the sensor, which was a bit of a pig. Then the issue sort of goes away, and I'll show you what happens when you drive off. I still get the error, but what's happening is that the ABS ring that's on the back of the hub has obviously got something missing from it, so it doesn't always get a full signal, and normally within about 100 meters down the road you get the error come back again. So today I'm going to change the hub. That cost me £26. Unfortunately, I had nearly everything off last time when I did the ABS sensor, so I'm going to have to take it all off again to do this. So let's have a look at the tools you need, and then we'll get to it. As soon as I drive off, the light goes out, and then it comes back on again. So not much needed. Obviously a jack, axle stand, breaker bar to get the centre nut off, a torque wrench. That one goes up to 200 Newton meters, which is what you need. impact wrench just for taking the wheels off, makes it easy, and then just some basic tools for getting the caliper off is I think from memory, 13mm, and then also to get the carrier off you need these multi-spline that you see on a lot of Volkswagens. So these sockets, you can pick them up from Amazon. I've had this probably 15 years, and some brake and clutch cleaner for clearing up. So here's the kit that I got. Comes with a new cap, a new bolt, and then I'm sure this is going to be so easy to get out one-handed. ABS ring is there. That's the ABS ring around the edge, and I think that's what's damaged on mine. So I'll get that off and then see what's going on with it. Okay, so we got the wheel off. So the first thing we're going to do is undo these bolts here, top and bottom. They're 13mm. That's to take the caliper off. Then we have to take this off, which is the carrier, which is some big spline bolts down the back there. I can't quite see it at the moment. And then we can get the disc off, just one little bolt there, and then we've got access to the hub. Right, it's the next day now because I didn't have an M18 spline socket, so I had to order one off eBay for delivery. It came about 8 o'clock last night, same day delivery, not eBay, Amazon. I have just cracked that off, and I've had to use the breaker bar with another long metal tube on it. There was no way that was coming off any other way. So, right, let's get going. Right, so you would have seen in the time lapse, that was literally 5 minutes just to get the caliper off and the carrier, and undone this. So that's the bolt that holds the bearing on, and here we can see this is where it's damaged. Look, so that's the ABS ring, and you can see there's a big chunk taken out of it there. It's just really brittle. It's all sort of falling apart. So wouldn't be surprised if the other side goes at some point. So we'll give that a clean up and we'll put the new one on. So just slip the new one on and bolt goes in. Now this needs to be 180 Newton meters and then 180 degrees of turn. So I'm going to put it on with this first because there's no way that this is going to give me 180 Newton meters. And then yeah, we'll torque it up properly. Okay, so we've got the torque wrench set to 180 Newton meters, and let's see. Okay, that's 180. So now we need to do a 180 degree turn, which I will do with the breaker bar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the bolt so that I can see 180 degrees. That's 90 degrees. Oh, that shows how tight it is. Just broken the metal tube. Right, that's done, and that was a bit of a job getting that round, but got the cap back on and now can start reassembling the brakes. Right, here we are, all back together. Yeah, I know I'm going to put new discs and pads on it at some point, but I want to get some decent ones and some yellow stuff pads just in case I do some track days. But for now, this is all back together. And there we are, just taking it for a drive, and no warning lights obviously apart from the handbrake and seatbelt light there. But that's it, job done. Next thing to do is this injector number 3, because this Misfire's getting worse. I've deleted the code for now, but engine management light will probably come back on again. So that's it for this video. I wouldn't say it's the easiest of jobs, it's not bad, but it's just getting that last bolt off and doing it up again that's really bad. So another job ticked off the list on the Skoda.